A man from the sky. In a quiet beam of light, a man suddenly falls from the sky. No explanation, no backstory, no words, just a confused face, a brown tweed jacket, and a small teddy bear clutched tightly in his arms. This strange arrival became one of the most iconic openings in television history. The character was called Mr. Bean, and somehow, without saying much at all, he would go on to make billions of people laugh across the planet. But the real story behind Mr. Bean begins long before that beam of light. It begins with a quiet boy growing up in England. The quiet boy. Rowan Atkinson was born on January 6, 1955, in Consett, County Durham, England. As a child, he wasn't the loud class clown people might imagine. In fact, Rowan was shy, reserved, quietly observant. He loved machines, logic, and problem-solving. So, naturally, he pursued a degree in electrical engineering. His academic path eventually led him to one of the world's most prestigious institutions, Oxford University. But something unexpected happened there. Something that would change the course of comedy history. Discovering the stage. While studying engineering at Oxford, Rowan Atkinson joined a student comedy group. For the first time, he stepped onto a stage, and almost instantly, audiences began to laugh. Not because he told jokes, but because of how he moved. His facial expressions, his awkward pauses, his exaggerated body language. They reminded people of the silent comedy legends of the early 1900s, performers like Charlie Chaplin and Buster Keaton. Rowan realized something powerful. Comedy didn't always need words. Sometimes, silence was even funnier. The birth of Mr. Bean. During these early performances, Rowan began experimenting with a strange character. A man who seemed slightly alien to everyday life. Someone who looked like an adult, but behaved like a curious child. He struggled with basic social rules. He misunderstood ordinary situations. And when he tried to fix problems, things only became worse. This strange little character slowly evolved into someone unforgettable. His name was Mr. Bean. The first television appearance. In 1990, the world met Mr. Bean for the first time through the British television series, Mr. Bean. From the very first episode, audiences knew they were watching something different. Mr. Bean spoke very little. Instead, every moment relied on visual comedy. His confused expressions, his ridiculous solutions to everyday problems, and his loyal companion, a small teddy bear named simply Teddy. The formula was simple, but the results were extraordinary.
A global phenomenon. Something unexpected happened after the show aired. Because Mr. Bean barely used dialogue, it could be understood anywhere in the world. People in China laughed. People in Brazil laughed. People in India, Africa, Europe, and the Philippines all laughed at the exact same moments. Soon, Mr. Bean was broadcast in more than 190 countries. The character had become a global comedy phenomenon, and Rowan Atkinson had unknowingly created one of the most universal characters in television history.
From television to the big screen. Success on television soon opened the doors to cinema. In 1997, Mr. Bean starred in the film Bean. The story followed the awkward man as he traveled to America, causing chaos everywhere he went. Audiences loved it. Then, in 2007, he returned once again in Mr. Bean's Holiday, traveling across France in another adventure filled with misunderstandings and hilarious disasters. By this time, Mr. Bean was no longer just a television character. He had become a cultural icon.
The precision of comedy.
What many people don't realize is how carefully crafted Mr. Bean really is. Every movement, every pause, every expression is precisely timed. Rowan Atkinson once explained that physical comedy requires extreme control. Even the smallest eyebrow movement can trigger laughter if used at the right moment. The Internet Era. Years after the original show ended, something incredible happened. Mr. Bean found a second life on the internet. Clips from the classic episodes began appearing online. Soon, they were viewed millions of times, then hundreds of millions, then billions. Today, the official Mr. Bean YouTube channel has accumulated tens of billions of views. Entire generations who were not even born in 1990 are now discovering the silent comedian for the first time. And somehow, the jokes still work perfectly. A legacy that still lives. Today, Rowan Atkinson continues to act in many roles. But one character remains forever connected to his name. A man in a brown tweed jacket, driving a tiny green car, carrying a small teddy bear. A man who speaks very little, yet somehow communicates everything. Mr. Bean proved that laughter is universal. It doesn't need language. It doesn't need explanation. Sometimes, all it takes is one confused look and a perfectly timed moment of chaos. And with that simple formula, Mr. Bean became one of the most beloved comedic characters the world has ever known.